I came off against Wales and I was just like, you've took me off again.
Yeah.
And then the next day she was like, Lucy, your leg's broken. Like, of course I'm going to take you off. You know Aitana Bonmati?
Yes.
Her middle name's Conker.
No way.
Yeah.
Spelt how?
Like Conker.
With a Q or a C?
See?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Everyone pinned Spain as the favourites as if nobody can touch them.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, but we literally beat them at Wembley a few months ago.
Uh-huh.
But everyone's just so short-sighted of like they want to pick out the best player and the best team and that's the end of the story. But I'm like, you wouldn't watch football if it was like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch the games at the weekend if you guaranteed who was going to win. Do you know like the Nike advert when they used to do Jogger Bonito?
Yeah.
We filmed like our own Nike.
Did ya?
Yeah, my brother thinks he can find it on his computer, but we used to do like a skill and then pass it on. Then we used to do like music videos. I mean, we were 12.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 22. Welcome back to Long Story Short. As you can see, Karen Carney is not here again, but we are letting her off because she is doing Strictly. But honestly, I am smashing it with these co-hosts. Look, I've got Lucy. Welcome, Lucy.
Thanks for having me.
Obviously, me and Kaz always have a bit of a running joke, really, that I always write in our Monday night group from the Euros 2022, and nobody ever replies. So sometimes she's told me to write things in there, and I still never get a reply. So yesterday, was it?
Yeah,
It was yesterday. I was basically like, is anybody around in London? Did I say to do the podcast? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah. And then look who we get replying, Lucy, which I was like, I was so grateful. I was like, please, can you get down to the studios? It's last minute, so I do appreciate it.
No problem.
I know. I did promise you £10,000, but that was
No.
just a joke. Also, there was a couple of other players did reply to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but personally. I'm not just blagging it. I can show the messages. See if you can guess who. So, yeah, 2 players, but from that group message. So you've got to think.
2 players.
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Kira.
No, she didn't actually. She's actually ignored us on Instagram as well.
Millie?
Nope. But Millie and Rach has kind of got their thing going on.
I'm only thinking of Chelsea players.
One more guess.
Hannah Hampton.
No, Hannah didn't reply neither. I was expecting her to reply. So
Was it Lotta?
Actually, I had 3. Chloe, Beth and Fran.
Oh, Fran. I should have guessed Fran.
Yes.
Fran's not... Yeah, Fran.
Yeah. Fran was like, I'm definitely going to come on. So hopefully we'll get Fran on an episode very soon. I was watching her actually the other day against Manchester City.
Yeah.
Did you watch them games?
Yeah, I watched a bit of that game.
Yeah. It's good that there's a game on a Friday night, though. I quite like it.
Was there the Friday night games?
I think it was Friday because I got in and I was about to watch a series on Netflix and then I seen the WSL was on.
Yeah, because Arsenal's game was on at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was flicking between the 2.
Yeah, I did as well. And then I think the Arsenal game went on longer, so I ended up catching the last 5 minutes. Do you find it mad at all when you're watching Man City at their ground? I know obviously you still get to go and play there, but I have so many memories that when I'm watching the games, I'm like, this is crazy.
I don't know. I've moved clubs a lot more than you, though.
Yeah.
So I have that kind of relationship with so many clubs.
So many different.
Yeah, it feels like it's just part of my history. So I don't really... I guess maybe when I retire, I might.
Yeah, I think that's probably a time that you definitely reflect a little bit more. And that was one of my things I was actually going to ask you, but we'll just go straight into it because this is what my brain does, goes to one thing then another thing. But I always remember you saying that when you win trophies, you just go on to the next one.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you, since you've got a little bit older, you're still not retirement age, nowhere near. But do you think you reflect a little bit more?
No, I think the only one I did was this Euros, but I think it was more because I knew I was injured at the end.
Yeah.
So it was like I wasn't fully focused on the next thing because I had to rest.
Yeah,
I had to let my body heal. So it was the first time I was like, oh, I can actually enjoy winning and talk about it and talk to other people about it instead of just going. I mean, I did go straight back into Chelsea, but I wasn't like straight into the league.
Yeah, so you've been able to reflect on the actual achievement, whereas you are very much like, right, just back into the league with Chelsea. We've got a league to win, Champions League, FA Cup.
To be fair, they did say, have an extra week off, and I was like, no, And
Really?
yeah, I had 2 weeks, and then some of the England girls had an extra bit of time at Chelsea, and I was just like, no, I just want to get started.
So you said no to an extra week off, even though you were injured?
Yeah, I went in and had a few days in. I had a weekend off instead. That was the
Yeah.
compromise.
Oh, see, I think I would have definitely
Took the
took
week.
that week.
I'd already had 2 weeks though. I think if it was a different time, but I already had 2 weeks, then another week, and I just thought, I'm just gonna be behind.
Yeah, I always remember at City, especially in my last few years, like finding you after training and going, I think the girls need some more days off. Like, do you agree? Because I was like, if I can get you on my side, I might have a better pull in getting the days off. And then you'd be like, yeah, I actually do agree. And then, yeah, it didn't work. But I
No,
did.
I don't think it worked.
But I was like, I'm definitely going to get Lucy on my side. But I think that's one thing. I was sitting here on the train coming to this, and I was trying to think of like little things throughout our career. And I think one thing that people don't see with you, obviously they see everything that you do on the pitch, and we all know your achievements, which we will go through. I do want to talk to you about them. But I think what I can see is whatever team I've been in with you, you always have people's backs. And sometimes what you find in teams is if you're doing well yourself and everything's going well,
It's
there
easy.
might be a
Yeah.
problem going on, but you're like, you know what, I'm all right. I'm just going to get on with it. But I feel like you've always like looked after people. Do you feel like you do that?
Yeah, I don't think I've been conscious of it. I think you have though as well.
Yeah, I'd like to think so, but I think at times in my career where I was like, I need someone to probably have my back, like you always would.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's just how I've been raised with like you've met my mum.
Yeah.
My mum has my back through anything. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
she
yeah.
gave me that confidence, and I think that just made me realise and appreciate it. And then even like I don't know, when I first got into the England team, I remember Alex Scott did, and I thought, you have no reason to
Yeah,
like me
yeah, yeah.
because I'm coming for your position, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I guess I've just had a few people in my life do it for me, and it's just made a big difference. And then I got to a point where this is what I text you about.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I was like, well, I can get away with anything, so I might as well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if I can help somebody else, nothing's gonna happen to me, so I might as well.
Yeah. It's a good way of looking at it though, definitely. But I don't think people would kind of see that side to you. Like if somebody was struggling on a team and they came to you, you would definitely be like, right, well, but I think it's also a bit of you see a problem and want to solve it.
Yeah.
But it's not just your own problems. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's you're part of a team and you'll always try and problem solve.
I think I just love problem solving. I love arguing. I love fixing things.
So you're telling us it's no empathy whatsoever. It's just because you see a problem and you want to solve
It's
it.
empathetic, but it is like, I know how to fix this, so I'll just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I might as well. Yeah.
That is a good way of looking at it. When I was messaging you, because this was obviously short notice, which I do really, really appreciate. And I said to you, can you think of anything about Kaz? And you were like, what was the little
That was
story
that was
told
the
us?
story
Yeah.
that I always tell people that story because
Do ya?
yeah, all the time. I don't always say that it was Kaz that says it.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to say it to her because I'm like, I don't know if she likes the story.
Well, she does listen to the podcast in between.
Yeah,
the
so
Strictly
listen up,
Dancing
Kaz.
training.
Yeah, it was, I think it might have been, I think it was the World Cup in 2019.
Yeah.
And Kaz to me was always Karen Carney. She was the like, when we were younger, it was all the only person we ever got told about.
Mm-hmm.
When Kaz Carney was 17, she was already playing for England, so she was like who we all looked up to.
Yeah.
And then she turned around to me in a warm-up in one of the group games because she was like lagging behind like she does and taking her time.
Yeah, she was always at the back of warm-up.
Yeah, just took her time and
Yeah.
slow. And I remember she used to say it's because of her body, and I understand that now. But I like being at the back as well. And I remember being right at the back, and she turned around to me and she was just like, oh, well, if Lucy Bronze is at the back, then I'm not getting into trouble. And I thought, what are you talking about? You're Karen Carney. But I think that was the moment where I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm like important to this team that
Yeah.
I can have someone's back, even though I was like, I don't need to have Kaz's back. This is ridiculous. But I couldn't believe she said that to me.
Yeah, and you think about all them games at England that you'd played, because 2019 you'd been in the squad since
2013.
2013. So you'd obviously been a big part of the squad for a number of years. But it's mad how it took something like that for Kaz to say that you were like, oh, you know what, maybe I am making an impact. And this is after making a massive impact 2015 World Cup.
But 2015, I was a baby. 2017, there was still so many older players.
Yeah.
Like, there was still, like, Casey, Bass, Alex.
Yeah.
Kaz, yourself, like, all of you lot were Steph.
Uh-huh.
Jodie, Taylor, loads of people older than me. So then I just kind of sat behind and didn't really realise that. I don't know, I kind of respected the hierarchy of England.
So would you say the 2015 World Cup was when you were like, kind of, this is when you can make your mark for England, playing, felt confident? Would you say that would be like the tournament that you look back on and think that was the one?
Probably. And actually, I remember Kaz speaking to me before that tournament.
God, Kaz.
She won't remember it.
Chatting to everyone.
I had been injured before, so I had a knee surgery just before the tournament. So I was the starting centre-back because I didn't play right-back because Alex was there.
Yeah.
Had a surgery, and I remember Mark sat me down before the tournament and said, you're, like, not in the starting 11. Like, I was number 12. Like, you're the first sub if, like, we need a left-back, right-back, centre-back. Like, we're going to call on you. And I was really, like, gutted because I'd lost my spot in the team.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting down at SGP and Kaz was the one who was there and was just like, you never know what's going to happen. Like, you might still play. Like, you know where you're at and know what it is.
Yeah.
And I ended up playing in nearly every game. I
always
played over Alex for the first time.
Yeah, you did.
And Kaz was the one who was like, you just need to be ready. And it's the one thing I always tell all the players now.
It's so good because I speak to Kaz on here about how she really helped me in a couple of moments where I felt really down in the England team. And I always say it's crazy how that, like, one bit of advice
sticks with you.
Yeah, and makes you try and become that person and help people.
And I bet she doesn't remember either of those. I can remember I remember it was in the meal room at St. Joseph's Park. I can remember it exactly.
Yeah.
And she was like, you just have to still be ready. You just never know. Was so, like, monotone, like, it's. But
so it
I
wasn't
like that.
The most inspirational.
No, but it wasn't like, oh, Lucy, I'm so sorry, and it equally wasn't like, you're the best, you should be playing.
Yeah.
I thought she's right,
and that's what she is. I think she's level-headed all the time. I told her that her wise words of wisdom to me changed my life, and I don't think she could remember the conversation. So we are missing you, Kaz. I actually wonder how she's doing. I have spoke to her a few times, so she's doing Strictly. She keeps sending us selfies, and I have said this to her, but she looks absolutely, I won't swear, knackered.
Oh, I thought you were going to say amazing. My mum said to me the other day, have you seen Kaz in a little pink dress? And I was like, no. She was like, she looks absolutely stunning.
That wasn't on Strictly. It was when she went out on Friday.
I was like, what?
No, she does look absolutely stunning. But the pictures she sent me after training, she's absolutely knackered. Like, I don't think she's kind of realised how hard the training is going to be.
She'll get used to it.
Yeah, she will.
She used to sit in the sauna. You remember?
Yes.
When we were training for a World Cup to get acclimatised, she sat in the sauna with trousers and a jacket on.
Yeah, I remember.
And nobody else could.
Yeah.
Apart from, I think, Kaz, yeah.
So do you think that's a secret to our winning Strictly? When you turn the aircon off, put some heating on, and
warm her up. Yeah.
Is there anything, I know, obviously I don't want to speak to you about after football because on the train on the way down, I'm thinking you're going to play like Ronaldo, like 40, 41. I think you're still going to be playing for England. But is there any of them programmes? I asked Tempo this the other day.
What did she say?
I can't remember what she said now. We were talking about
what did she...
traitors she likes.
Traitors, maybe she'd be all right on that.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think she would. She could deceive people. She's smarter than people think she is.
Yeah, do you think she plays a little bit of a game sometimes?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think if she doesn't want to talk to you, she's like, I'm shy.
Yeah, or like, oh, I don't understand. I'm like, you do understand.
She just wants to get away.
Yeah, she just doesn't want to be involved in it.
But is there anything that you kind of look at in terms of them programmes, Dancing on Ice, Strictly, The Jungle, Traitors, which you think, oh, that would be pretty cool to do? Because you're going to get offered them all, probably twice.
My family really want me to do Strictly, but I don't.
Really?
Yeah. I think Alex did really well. I think Kaz is going to do really well as well.
Yeah.
I think people are surprised, but I'm like, Kaz can break dance.
Oh no, she can dance.
She can dance.
Yeah,
but
she
people
can
think
dance.
like don't see it in her, but I'm like, she can dance. So if she does really well, then I'm definitely not going there. You did really well on the jungle, so I'm not going there. I do like SAS or something.
Yeah,
I think
oh
suit
my
me.
God, you would nail that.
I could do that.
I reckon they'd be shouting in your face and you'd just be laughing. I don't think you would show any emotion whatsoever.
The only thing is I don't like tight spaces.
Oh, okay.
Like if I had to crawl through a tunnel with water on me, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that neither.
Like something, I shouldn't say that in case I go on it and then
This is what I mean, you never say your fears, else they make you do them. They'd be like, you know, when you have to run with the weights and you'd be like, I'll do it backwards. Just be like, you would just absolutely smash it.
I would be all right at the challenges apart from that.
Yeah.
Even like the food and sleeping, it'd be fine.
Well, you've got another 7 years, 8 years, so maybe there might be a new programme out by then.
Yeah.
So I have done this a little bit backwards, as always, this podcast, but we usually do a little bit of a catch-up just on the week or maybe what we've been talking about on the previous episode. This is a good question to ask you, actually. So, I know you listen to the podcast every week, but just to re-jog your memory, you know the game when you were younger and you used to run and you'd knock on someone's door and then run away?
I did see a clip of this.
See,
and
Lucy
I think
Bronze listens to our podcast.
And I think I'm the same as you because Kaz laughed at you because she'd never heard of
Nicky
it.
Knocky Nine Doors.
Yeah, Nicky Knocky Nine Doors.
Nobody had heard
Knocky Door
of it.
Ginger.
Yes, someone else had that one as well. But nobody had heard of mine. And I was like, it must be a Northeast thing.
I'd not heard of hers.
Did you play?
Nicky Knocky Nine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would never have caught you, would they? I think I got caught straight away. And I was like, I'm with my friends, and they'd already gone. But yeah, so that was a little catch up on kind of what you call that game because we just couldn't think of it. And you know what? I was also going to ask you this as well because this week, I feel like it's changed to like autumn weather. Leaves are on the ground. I've been walking the dog. Winnie the Bulldog, she's on a diet. She got told she had to lose 2 kilograms. She's just carrying a bit of summer weight. So she's on a diet at the minute. So I've been walking her. And do you know what I found near our house? The best conkers ever. Like the best conkers. So I collected about 50 conkers the other day. And I want to have a conker fight. Did you ever do it at school?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was champion. So did you have any tips of how to win a conker fight?
Absolutely. Aren't you meant to like dry them out or something?
So dry them out. Then I used to put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And then I used to put clear nail varnish on. And nobody could smash my conker.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Rude,
no. Is that not cheating, putting the nail varnish on?
Well, nobody would know really, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
It just looked a bit shinier than usual. But do you know what I couldn't remember? How to put the
string in?
Yeah.
Do you not have to like hammer a nail through?
And then what, feed it through and tie a knot?
The entire knot at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you know that Aitana Bonmati?
Yes.
Her middle name's Conker.
No way.
Yeah.
Spelt how?
Like Conker.
With a Q or a C?
C.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is...
Which to them like means nothing, but she was telling us once and Kira was dying. She was like, I can't believe your name's Conker.
Was she thinking of like conker fights?
Yeah, so then we had to like Google what it is to show her that what a conker was.
And she didn't know?
Well, we didn't know what it was in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
I still don't really know.
So
we were like, oh yeah, we like fight with them. And she was like, what?
She must have thought she'd be like, you English people.
But her name's like Aitana Conker Bonmati.
Oh my God.
Or like Aitana Bonmati Conker. It's like ABC or something.
That is mad.
Yeah.
Isn't it mad how like these people who are going to like make a difference with their lives, like World 11's like your tough middle name. Bonmati's got conker, like conquer the world.
Conker, yeah.
And I've got Louise. just doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, but in England we don't have like that's because that's her like dad's name.
Oh, like
surname,
name. Yeah, surname.
Like that's her parents' names. One's Bonmati and one's
Conker. Right. Okay.
And that's the same with me.
Yeah.
Tough, Swan and Bronze.
But they're cool names, aren't they, really?
Yeah, quite fortunate, yeah.
So Tough is your
English
mum's
maiden name. And Bronze is Portuguese, weirdly.
Mine sounds like my mum's one. It sounds like a car. It's Redford. That's
Redford.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, catching up on what we've done in the week. So another question I was going to ask you is, I was chatting to Steph Horton recently. Who else was I chatting to? Karen Bardsley. Ellen White, because I've been to Claire Rafferty's wedding, which was lovely. I think, to be honest, it was a bit of a, we'll have the same agency, tongue-tied, and I was in the office and she walked in and I was like, Raf, and I was telling her about how on the podcast, we've got a matching tattoo with the Olympic rings. So whenever we see each other, we talk about this tattoo. And I think that tattoo got us an invite to our wedding. So I was chatting to her and then she went, oh, I'm getting married at the end of the month. You should come. And she's probably thinking, Jill's not going to travel like 5 hours down to Wessex.
No, surely she knew you would have come.
I was there. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, massive congrats. It was really good. I was getting involved in the dancing.
I've seen some of the videos and stuff. I don't know, on someone's Instagram. Maybe on Raf's.
It was probably mine as well. I did have
no, it looked good.
A few videos, but it was great. Bumped into Carly Telford as well, so used it as a catch up and obviously to celebrate our wedding. But speaking to these people, it got us thinking, because when I speak to Steph, KB, I reckon you'd put Izzy Christiansen in this bracket, Ellen White. They're all the exact same, like, physique, like they're still training every single day.
Are you not?
No. And you know what? I was so glad I bumped into Carly, because Carly was like, yeah, I do nothing neither. I just play like
she plays golf, doesn't she?
Little bit of golf. But I thought, I feel bad now because I feel like I keep asking you things like post-career, but we will go to career. But do you think you'll be someone that has to do something every day?
No.
No.
Not training. I think I'll do just sports that are fun. Like if my mates are like, do you want to go and play paddle?
Yeah.
Do you want to play tennis? Or do you want to go swimming? Or...
So you don't think you'll actually physically hit the gym?
I mean, I will. I'm not going to lie and say I wouldn't, but I think I would a bit.
Yeah, but not like every day.
No, like my family do like park runs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like stuff that I'm doing with other people, but not by myself.
When you say your family do park runs, I was chatting to your brother. What's your brother's
Are you asking me
PB?
what? I don't know. He was meant to get it. He was meant to get it tattooed, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, because Georgia Stanway does tattoos, doesn't she?
Yes.
And he said at the Euros, oh, if you win the Euros, you can tattoo my PB on me.
I actually think, and I might be wrong, so George, you'll have to write in our comments underneath. I'm going to message him. I'm sure he has done the 5K in like 16 minutes or something. I'm sure he has. Because he was like,
possibly.
You know, when we were in Switzerland, did they do a park run in Switzerland?
Yeah, a few times.
And they were like, oh, you should come along. And I thought, you know what, I might go and join the families for this park run. I thought, you know what, it'll just be relaxed.
No.
And then he told us his PB. I was like, I think I'm busy that morning.
No, I think it was like Hempo's dad.
Yeah.
I think George's brother. I think did Tooney's fiance go?
Yeah.
Joe go?
Yeah, I think Joe did.
Yeah, like they were proper in the like all the gear and that.
Yeah, but it was it wasn't like a park run. It was like so competitive.
Yeah.
But I don't even think I could. The reason that I brought this up is because I'd been speaking to them. So the other day I got my Olympic bar out of the garage, which has been there. Can you remember COVID?
Yeah.
When we all got, did
like
you
a little,
buy weights?
Like a watt bike and some weights and stuff.
So did you buy weights and did you get, we got bikes delivered, didn't we, from St. George's Park or Man City maybe?
Yeah, I got all of it.
Yeah.
I think my sister's got it now.
Has she?
Yeah.
I think they came and collected my bike and I felt bad because it still had the plastic on. I hadn't even been on it. I did do some runs, but I didn't get on the bike once. But I got the Olympic bar out and I was doing these hand cleans. It was so embarrassing. Anyway, and then it was like 8 o'clock, it's pouring with rain. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go out the back of our house and there's like this little bit of tarmac and I'll just run like 10 lengths, which is probably like 200 meters. It was ridiculous. So I did this one run. I knew it was 2 steps down to the thing. So I do 2 steps down. And then I forget there's a step up and I just stacked it. I'm like sliding across the tarmac, like cut my leg. And I just got up and I was like, Jill, you're nearly 39. Like, what are you doing? So that is why.
That's why you don't train.
Exercise. First, can I also comment on, right, how I run now? I used to think I could run, right? Look at this now. It's quite quick. I'm falling. in like stages. And I was like, literally, you know, as if you're talking to your mum when you're younger. I was like, Shelley, I fell over. And I thought she was going to go, oh, let us look at your cut. I'll make you a cup of tea. I was like, Shelley, she went, I know, I'm looking at it on the camera. I was like, just to take the mic. So, right, okay, enough about my week. We're going to talk football eventually. You know what? I text Demi Stokes and Lucy Staniforth. Obviously, you're good friends. Are you still, like, really good friends with them and Jordan?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a group message?
Yeah, but I think Demi took herself out because she always deletes her WhatsApp, doesn't she?
Yeah, she always does that.
Yeah, so we speak individually, like, all the time.
What was your group message called?
OGs or something.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. The OGs or something.
Just to give a bit of a backstory, so these, obviously you know the girls through playing for England, but these were your mates, weren't they?
Yeah.
Sunderland days.
Lucy Staniforth, we lived on the same street growing up from like 11 years old, 10 years old. And then we met Demi. I met Demi when I was 12, but Demi and Jordan met each other when they were like 10. And then we all played together when we were like 13, 14.
That's actually cute.
And then all played for England. All played for Sunderland together.
That is mad. They say there's something in the water.
They do say that, yeah.
Definitely.
And then we've all played in teams together at different times as well.
Yeah, because you and Demi will have played together.
Yeah, we shared an apartment. I played with Lucy at Liverpool. I've never played with Jordan at club, but then Jordan's been at Villa with Lucy and now Newcastle with Demi.
Yeah, that is mad. I wonder if there's one final twist where you end up with Jordan somewhere.
Maybe.
To be confirmed. Yeah, I'm forgetting Jordan's up in Newcastle now, which is great for them to be back in the northeast, like with the family
they love it.
and everything else. I always remember speaking to Leah Williamson about being at Arsenal, and I was like, it must be so good that she's always been where our family are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's nice to probably get away as well.
I know. But I went away and they just followed me. I went to Barcelona and everyone was there every week.
Your family do go absolutely everywhere.
They stayed the whole World Cup in Australia. They stayed.
Wow.
And then the whole Euros in Switzerland. They stayed the entire time as well.
Wow. And that's obviously your brother with 2 young children.
Yeah, my brother with his wife, 2 young kids, and then my mum and dad, and then my sister like sporadically.
Yeah, that's such like a. I don't know, I just think that's such a commitment to do that. Obviously, they're so proud of you, and I know families will get the games and they'll go back, but I do feel like it wouldn't be an England game without your family there.
Yeah, well, probably not. Well, they've said that. They were like, even if you don't make the next few tournaments, we're still going to go. I was like, okay.
Did they invite you, or they just like...
No, they were like, you need to make it to Brazil. I was like, yeah, I want to play in the World Cup. Even if you're not there, we're just going to go anywhere with the other families. I was like...
They've booked the flights already.
Probably.
You know what? Experiencing it from like the other side, the World Cup and the Euros, having retired, like watching your brother, like he was literally in tears in the final. But it was like, it was so, not that it was nice to see him in tears, I don't mean that, but like just so emotionally like overwhelmed, and you can see how much it means to him. And I actually like listening to him in the crowds because he'll be shouting at the ref.
Why don't you get him on the podcast?
I know
he would do a podcast with you.
We definitely should actually. George, you need to. Maybe I'll meet him in Manchester.
They all were doing like podcasts and interviews. My grandma was as well. My nan was.
I watched that one with your auntie.
Was it like on BBC News or something? Yeah.
It was on like it was straight after. I think it was the parade day.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I was watching it, but she was brilliant.
Yeah,
really, really good.
No, they're very proud.
But do you feel like obviously them going? So I'm guessing they used to go out to Lyon, Barcelona.
Yeah,
like the tournaments. Do you feel like it wouldn't be a proper tournament if they weren't there? Like for you,
and especially I've been to that many. I think other people get stressed that their family's there and looking after them, but I kind of just like let them be, and then they're just there if I need to like mess about with the kids or just have some time away. But I don't feel, because I'm used to them being there, I don't feel pressure to like a lot of the girls are like, oh, my dad's waiting for me, or my sister and that. I'm just like, but you're here to play football.
But so I feel like your family like plan their own days and everything. I'm like, oh, where have you been? And they're like, oh, we've been to the beach for like
we cycled up the mountain and we've been here.
I'm like, have you seen Lucy this tournament? Do you think they use the tournament as an excuse just to go and have a holiday?
Yeah, they did in Australia. They missed one game in Australia.
Yeah,
because we went south and it was miserable. I can't remember. China we played.
Yeah.
And they flew like north and went to like some reefs or something. Yeah.
That's so good though that you are giving them that experience, because I think when I was speaking to Carly Telford about this, like when she announced that she was retiring, I think our brother was gutted that he
You should
wasn't
still
then
come.
I know, we should actually do that. You don't have to follow a player, just come
you're
to the
still
hotel.
part of all the families. All the families get on, don't they?
I don't think we'd get past security nowadays. So I think
No.
back then there was no security. Right, I do want to talk to you about football. Sorry, I keep going off it. But yeah, so your Sunderland days. So Lucy Staniforth texted us and she was like, she remembers that you had to go and pick up Demi.
Yeah.
And you were like buzzing. You're like, oh my God, we're picking up
Demi Stokes. Yeah. We literally was like that. And Demi always says, you didn't speak in the car at all, because I was super shy as a kid as well.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't think I heard you speak for like the first 2 years. And we were picking her up and I'd just be like,
were you dead nervous?
Yeah.
That is so mad.
So funny, isn't it?
And then Lucy said that you can't share a lot of stories because the listeners will think that you and her are weirdos. So I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
I think
we actually did.
Do
you know, like the Nike advert when they used to do Jogger Bonito?
Yeah.
We filmed like our own Nike.
Did you?
Yeah, my brother thinks he can find it on his computer, but we used to do like a skill and then pass it on. Then we used to do like music videos. I mean, we were 12.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 22.
Like, we did. Lucy once glued. It was Lucy. My mum thinks it probably was me. I think it was Lucy. She glued a coffee cup to my dining table.
What, just for fun?
Like, I don't know why we did it. And then we tried to get away with it, so we put some juice in it.
Yeah.
No, some juice was already in it, so we tried to put something in it to make it look like it was supposed to be there. We put milk in it, and then we were like, why have we done that?
But they're still going to move the
yeah.
cup.
But we thought if it's just there, then no one's going to touch it.
And did your mum manage to get it off?
I think my dad had to get it off, and there was just a ring of glue on my dining table for like the rest of the time we lived there.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
This is definitely the days before mobile phones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing kids now, 12, 13, 14, would probably have a mobile phone.
Yeah.
So they're probably not thinking, oh, what should we do? Nicky Knocky 9 doors, or let's glue
a
a cup
to a table. Or we used to make crisps. We used to try and make our own
How
crisps.
do you make crisps?
You used to have to cut potatoes really thin.
Yeah.
And put them in the fryer and then put salt on them.
And did it work?
And vinegar. Yeah, we used to make them all the time.
Do you know what? This is the difference between me and you, because I was getting crisp packets, putting it in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and it would bang, explode, and it'd make a little key ring.
Never heard of that.
I mean,
No.
Actually, don't try this at all.
No, that's not a good idea.
Have you never done it?
No. I mean, I thought it would bang, but I didn't realise.
It bangs, and then it
like
it
shrivels.
goes down to like tiny, and you can make a little like walkers. Or there is other brands out there.
Other brands are available.
Other brands are available. Little key rings.
No.
Do you know what? I'm gonna make you one, and next time I see you, I'm gonna give you a little key ring.
Yeah.
And I'll probably have blew up the microwave. So you are agreeing that it's Nicky Knocky 9 doors.
Nicky Knocky 9 doors. I don't know why it's 9 doors though. Are you meant to do 9
I don't know
doors?
why.
Or we call it Knocky Door Ginger or Nicky Knocky 9 doors.
Yeah, so I think knockdown ginger
is what everyone's saying.
is what everybody was
But
saying.
where's ginger come from
I
either?
don't know. So you just started maybe knock on 9 doors which contain ginger people. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Well, that's Nicky Knocky 9. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to find out
Knocky
why
door.
it's called Nicky Knocky 9 doors.
I want to know why it's called ginger. Where does ginger come
Yeah,
from?
we'll find out. And
Knocky
then
door
also
ginger.
send us in actually some more childhood games like conkers. I remember Pogs. Do you remember Pogs?
Hugs, yeah.
Go-Go's. Do you remember Go-Go's?
What's that?
With them little figures and you had to knock them over.
Yeah, I don't think I played with
Go-Go's.
them though.
And then also one that you probably shouldn't play with money, but Wally. Did you ever play Wally?
Yeah. Did you play Kirby as well?
With the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Lucy
loved
used to play that all the time.
Now, did you kick it or throw it?
I think we used to do both.
Yeah.
Just to depend.
I love Kirby as well.
Yeah.
Bring back childhood games.
We used to just go out and play. We used to play football and just see who could kick it the furthest.
What, literally just down the
Yeah.
street?
Like, no, we'd go to the field down from our houses and we were so competitive, we'd just be like, who can kick it the furthest?
Were you two competitive in like a running sense? Because
Yeah.
you both, like, actually, to be honest, Demi, Jordan, you, Lucy, like, so super fit.
Athletic, yeah.
Yeah, athletic. So do you think that was something, did you feel that you were naturally fit from a young age? Like, has it ever been something that you've had to work at, like?
No, I've never had to work at it to make it better. My dad's used to be a runner.
Yeah.
So I think I'm naturally fit. But me and Lucy, I remember we used to go to the gym and do our gym, and we try and lift more. I was a bit stronger than her.
Yeah.
She was faster than me, but I was fitter. And we go on the treadmill and do the England sessions.
Yeah.
And I'd put my speed up, and then she'd be like this, put hers up, and then I'd say hers was higher, and we'd be legging it on the treadmill just because we'd seen the other person put theirs up by 2.2.
So I suppose that competitive element was there from a very
and she's younger, she's only a year younger, which is nothing now. But when you're 10 and 11. I'm like, she's a year younger than me. She can't beat me.
Yeah. And I remember when you turned up at Sunderland training. I don't know how old would you have been when you started?
I think I was 15 or 16 when I came to a training session that was in a random field.
Yeah.
And there was a gate to get in, and you and Steph were there.
That probably could have been the first 10 years of my career.
And then you were just about to leave.
Yeah.
I think you left then.
And then yous came, yeah. Because I remember we were doing sessions at Gateshead. That was it, the gym sessions.
Yeah.
And I think we had to do a running test. And obviously you're a lot younger than me. How old are you now?
33.
33. So I think I've got 5-6 years on you. And I always remember I was pretty confident in my running. And I was like, when you came along, and Jordan, to be fair.
And Demi as well.
And Demi. I was like, that's it. I'm not going to be the fittest anymore. And I think that was the moment where I was like, oh, I've lost the one thing that I had.
That's rough though, because us three were literally, I think and you, between the four of us, I think we always won a fitness test.
Like your
at England or something, yeah.
Yeah. I told the story on the podcast that we did a fitness test. It was when Phil Neville was in charge at St George's Park, and I nearly caught you for the first time, nearly. And then you literally, I think an ambulance came because you had COVID.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, I nearly caught Lucy, can't believe it. And then they were like, yeah, she's got COVID.
I remember that.
I'm not laughing that you had COVID, by the way, but the fact that
I couldn't breathe. I was running and then I finished it and I just couldn't. I was like that.
Yeah, and it stayed with you for a bit, didn't it?
For a few months, yeah. I didn't have COVID for symptoms for long, but I had a breathing problem for a bit, yeah.
But they said that it could last, couldn't it, for a period after.
Yeah,
and I remember
it's 3 months or something.
I remember you still being the fittest by a mile, and this was whilst you were probably struggling. Yeah. That was the only time we could beat Lucy Bronze. So, and then obviously, so you ended up playing at Sunderland. Was it your biggest game, that FA Cup final?
Yeah.
So how old were you in that?
17. I remember because I got player of the match and you get a champagne bottle and they were like, she can't have it. She's not old enough to drink.
Wow. So just paint the picture for us, sorry. So playing for Sunderland, 17 years old.
We were in the second division at the time because we'd got relegated the year before when I think only me and Demi were old enough to play because you had to be 16. Then this next season, Jordan and Lucy joined.
Yeah.
So I think no one knew that there was going to be, imagine, 4 potential England players.
Yeah.
But we were 16 and 17. We beat Bristol in extra time. We beat Chelsea 3-0 at Stadium Light when they had Leanne Sanderson, Casey Stoney.
Was that 3-0? You won that game?
I think it was 3-0.
Wow.
And then the finals against Arsenal. And we were buzzing that we only lost 2-1.
Yeah. But
That's
what
crazy.
a result, though.
Yeah.
What a result
and they had,
against that team.
Yeah, Kim Little was there. Yanks was there because I was against Yanks.
Wow.
So I was like, I can't believe I'm playing against Rachel Yankee.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a moment, 17 years old, to be playing against probably the best winner.
She was the best. She was one of England's best players at the time.
100%.
Yeah. And we'd met her 2 years before as a fan. I always tell the story. She went up to Lucy and was like, oh, I really like your socks. And we were like, I can't believe Rachel Yankee likes your socks.
Wow.
And always we were buzzing about it for 2 years.
Wow.
And then we played against her and was like, remember when she liked your socks?
And then you got player of the match. Who scored it? Did Jordan score in that game?
I think, was it?
I'm trying to think who scored the goal.
Kelly
I
McDougall?
remember watching it. Yeah, it might have been actually. I do remember watching it. But what a moment to play in an FA Cup final at Wembley at 17 and get player of the match.
Yeah, well, there was 2 of us 17 and 2 of us 16. I was like, this is crazy.
Do you remember that age being like, were you happy to get player of the match, or was the Lucy Bronze mindset there that like you wanted to win?
Yeah, I think player of the match, I wasn't that bothered. I think the only thing I was excited was that I played against Rachel Yankee.
Yeah.
So then I was like, or maybe I'm like, I could be at that level.
Yeah.
But I think we knew that playing against Arsenal, that back then they used to beat everyone 4-5-0.
Oh, everyone.
So the fact that it was 2-1, like, I don't think I was that disappointed.
I think we used to be happy if it was less than like 6-0.
Yeah.
I think was literally, especially when I remember when we got promoted with Sunderland, and every game I remember like it'd be 7-1 and Donna Lanigan had scored or something, and we were just absolutely buzzing
for the one.
Got one goal. Like, oh my god, you scored against Arsenal. They were just a team full of absolute superstars. Like they still are now. But I'm going.
But back then it was everybody in one team, wasn't it? Everybody in Arsenal's team, and it was so many England superstars as well.
I remember, like you say, Alex Scott, Mary Phillips, Anita Asante, Jane Ludlow, Katie Chapman. Who else did they have? Rachel Yankee.
Well, they had Kaz, didn't they?
Kaz, yeah. Sorry, Kaz.
Oh,
missing her out. Julie Fleeton.
Loads of them.
Yeah, absolutely loads. But what a team! So I suppose that gives you kind of the taste of playing in front of big crowds. And do you think from that day you were like, I want to play in finals?
I think it was the year before.
Really?
The year before, me, Lucy, Jordan, Demi, and Izzy Christensen and Rachel Daly, we all went to the final together because Gemma Bonner was on the bench for Leeds.
Oh,
so it was Leeds against Arsenal when Carly was playing.
Yes, yeah. Carly had a great game. She might have got played.
I think she might have as well.
Yeah,
and we went to watch. And Bonner was on the bench, and we were buzzing that Bonner was on the bench.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God, I can't believe you made it to the final. So then seeing her there, but then the next year we were like, how are we in the final now? Yeah, that was crazy because my mum drove us down to watch the final.
What, to take you to that one?
Yeah, she took us all down, a little group of us.
I think sometimes being there though and seeing it, and also seeing someone like Bonner, like your
mate,
yeah, you're like, you know what? This might actually be doable.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can dream something, but if you can see it, it obviously helps.
We turned up so early to this game as well. We were there before the warm-ups, everything. The empty crowd, and we're just sat on like the barrier. Just so funny
just
now.
Waiting.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So then obviously fast forward to your time. Like I feel like we'd have to do an extended episode to go through all the clubs and everything that you've played for. Obviously all the international tournaments, the caps, like we would be here for days. But I think one thing that I always think about with you is you're definitely a player for big moments. Like we know that you've proved it time and time and time again. But you do actually get big goals in big moments as well.
I know, but I don't have that many goals though either.
But they're always big games, aren't they? I was thinking, obviously you can tell us that there'll be more. I was thinking to Canada 2015.
I got 2 goals in a World Cup.
You got that goal and the one against Norway.
Yeah, I got Norway and Canada.
Yeah, which from playing right back is something that you were playing right back, weren't you? Would be like not unheard of, but quite unlikely.
Yeah.
And then I was watching on the train again on the way down that goal for Leon against Manchester City
in the semi-final.
And I was like, that goal is incredible. when you watch it back, it's actually incredible. Ball comes in, you need to watch it, type it in YouTube. Lucy Bronze, Leon v Man City. I think it was up for goal of the season, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think it was. And it broke a lot of hearts. Was it the semi-final?
Yeah. The first leg was 0-0 and then the second leg was 1-0.
And you've just left City
to sign for Leon because I wanted to win the Champions League.
Yeah, and then she scores this incredible goal against us. It broke my heart. So I probably haven't watched it back that many times. But when I watch it, the technique is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, it is one of my favourite. I do say it's one of my favourite goals, but it just wasn't. I guess people don't see it that much because Women's Champions League wasn't that big then.
Yeah, but would you say it's your favourite goal because of the occasion or the actual goal? Or a bit of both?
Yeah. When we drew 0-0, I was like, oh my God, all I've done is say, like, I want to go to Lyon to challenge myself to win the Champions League. This is my opportunity. And then it was 0-0 in the first leg. I was thinking, what have I done?
Yeah.
I can't believe this. So then when I scored, Yeah, I didn't care who scored, to be honest, but I was like, I just need to get to that final.
Yeah. It's just when you think back, the fact that you left City, and I'm saying this, it did break my heart at the time. You leave City, you go to Lyon, and then you score the winning goal, which takes them through to a final.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. You probably don't reflect on them moments because you're still playing. But that's a moment where you're like, did that really happen?
Yeah. I know. That's like, if women's football was bigger at the time, I think that would have been something that was like a crazy storyline.
Yeah, it is.
But it is a crazy storyline. It's just not well known.
And then obviously your goal against Norway was good though, wasn't it?
2019.
No, 2015. Did you score against Norway?
I scored Norway in both.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's quite similar as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was was it the corner kick again? No,
it was a wide free kick.
Yeah.
From Beth Mead.
See, this is what I mean. You're scoring World Cups, semi-finals of Champions League.
But it's both of them are funny because the first Norway one, I think, did you not assist me?
Did I? I'll take it. Yeah.
It was you and Jodie Taylor messing about, and then one of you set it back. I think it might have been you.
In the corner of the pitch because
that was that game.
Whole second
I've got a picture of that heat map, your heat map in the.
Tell the story and then we'll put the heat map on.
How long did you come on?
So I came on. So basically, it was a quarterfinal of the World Cup.
It was the round of 16.
Oh, round of 16, yeah. So round of 16, I think we were getting beat. We'd gone for a bit of a crazy formation.
Yeah, we were losing 1-0.
Yeah.
Then Steph scored, so it was 1-1.
And then, so I come on at half time.
Yeah.
When we were getting beat 1-0. Yeah, and then Steph scored 1-1, and then you scored.
Yeah.
So was it a wide free kick came in?
No, it was like a counter attack, and I think Jodie ran after it.
Jodie Taylor.
And then she set back to you, and then you set. I think it was you set back to me on the edge of the box, and I shot and scored.
It was all in the assist. But it was a good goal. It was outside the box, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's funny because it's the first time I started over Alex, and the day before in training, I'd been in that similar position, and Alex had said to me after training, "Why don't you shoot when you're there? Like, you can shoot." And then I did, and I thought that's so crazy. Like, she's the one.
It was a great goal. So we're winning 2-1, and then there must have been about 15 minutes left, maybe.
Yeah.
And I was playing right wing, and we just kept getting these throw-ins on the side. You were probably taking the throw-ins. And basically, I just kept the ball
in the corner for about 20 minutes.
Literally, yeah, it was for 20 minutes.
I think I definitely have a picture of the heat map.
We'll find it.
Your heat map's just the corner flag.
I think it was.
It was like the running joke of the tournament.
I contributed massively
to the success of the Lionesses.
What did you do, Jill? Well, nobody puts Jill in the corner, but they did on this occasion. So yeah, good memories, really good memories. And then obviously, so I've spoke about them goals, the Norway one. I thought that was when we did that corner. Was it that one? When we did that special corner, or was that Alex Greenwood?
Alex had the special corner.
Yeah.
And then I had like a free kick, but it was meant to be Kira. And then she was getting marked. So
yes, that was the one.
She was like, kind of told me to come up. And I was thinking, well, I haven't practiced this. And then scored the one that Kira was meant to score, basically.
It was a great goal as well. It was an absolute great goal. But that's what I mean, like, to get them goals in them moments. Which other ones can you think of any more? What about your favourite goal for Barcelona?
For Barcelona?
Doesn't have to be technique-wise. It might just be that it was the winning goal or the moment.
The moment it was kind of a winning moment. We played Real Madrid in the Super Cup semi-final. And we were winning 1-0, then we went down to 10 players. Kazweer scored a free kick.
Yeah.
So it was 1-1 with 10 players. It went into extra time. We changed the whole formation, so it was like everyone through the middle apart from me and Rolfo. We were the whole length of the pitch. And I picked the ball up and just ran through and just ran into the box, ran through and got a penalty.
So that was the moment that...
And then we scored the penalty and that we ended up going through and like winning it. But it was like 10 players.
Yeah.
So I really liked that moment just because it was like, how do you still win when you've got 10 players?
And like, you know what that reminds us of as well? Can you remember the game when you were trying to get the Olympic qualification?
Yeah, Scotland.
And you got the... It's almost like when your back's against the wall or the team's back's against the wall, you're like, maybe it goes back to that. I see a problem.
I'm gonna fix it. Well, that's what everyone said. It was Sarina shouted at me in that game as well because I was her side, and she went, "Holland, the Netherlands have just scored. Like, we need another goal."
Yeah.
And literally, if you watch it, she's just shouted at me, and then I just start running. I just run, and the next time I get the ball is the goal.
Wow.
And I was just like, this is crazy. We didn't go through. It would have been a great story if we had.
It was such a heartbreaking moment. I was watching at home and yous needed to better. No, how many goals did yous need?
We needed like 3 and then plus whatever, or like 5 or something, then plus whatever they had.
Yeah,
something
and then
like
they
that.
scored like
when our game had finished.
On the pitch, aren't you?
But they had scored before that, and then Sarina had said, we need another goal. But I was the only one that knew that.
Yeah.
So I had scored and like celebrated, and everybody else was just running back to go again. And I was like, no, like we're winning in this moment in time. I'm the only one on the pitch who realizes like we're going through.
Yeah, because they didn't know.
They didn't know, yeah. And then we didn't go through.
That's what we need. But do you know what? Hindsight's a wonderful thing, and you might not agree with this because I know you want to play in absolutely every game because that's how you are. And of course, you would have wanted to have gone to an Olympics. But I feel like the team needed a bit of a break.
Bit of a
because
reset.
It was so full on.
Yeah.
You'd had the Euros.
World Cup.
You would have had the World Cup.
Euros, World Cup, then
would
Olympics.
Have been the Olympics.
Then back
the
into
Euros.
Euros.
And I wonder, and I'm only putting this out there, I wonder if the team had to go through another tournament like the Olympics in that moment, if you would have had enough to go and get the Euros. When I think you would have, but I think
it would have been tough.
I
think it would have been tough as well. I think we needed a reset anyway to be like, things aren't the way they're supposed to be right now.
Yeah.
And everyone was hounding us like, England's not going to do well in the Euros. And bad results. And then we had to be like, no, right, reset a second. Let's just start again.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
I think they were saying that after the first game against France as well.
Yeah, they don't.
They're never going to win this Euros. Well, look, they did. And I do want to speak about the Euros because how can we not? And I'm sure that not that you get sick of talking about it, but 2022, obviously we both got to be part of that tournament. Definitely the best day of my life. And then I suppose for you go through all them emotions and then you think, in that moment, I'm sure you think, this is never going to happen again.
Yeah.
Because it just feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It just feels like that. And then you fast forward 3 years and there you are having that moment again.
Yeah. I think for the girls who'd done it before, it was so surreal. I think, and I really liked watching like the likes of Aggie and Maya and stuff, who it was their first tournament.
Yeah.
And then their first Euros win. And like their excitement and emotions was the same as ours the last time.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we were just like, this is actually like, this is crazy.
I feel like in 2022, like, you know, when you're celebrating on the pitch after and everything, and I felt like we were attacking them celebrations, like, oh my God, we've won. And then I'm watching you in the summer, and it's almost like the moment came to use, and you were like, oh my God, we've won.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, not like disbelief, but it just seemed like you were a bit like in shock.
I think because we fought for it. It was like we were exhausted.
Yeah.
We were so tired. Whereas I think the previous Euros, apart from like the Spain and the Germany game, everything kind of went our way and quite like in control. Even like you think the Sweden game, what did we win that like 4-0?
Yeah.
But we were up. Like I scored the second one after like 60 minutes.
See, scoring in a tournament again.
Well, that wasn't a good goal, that one. But yeah, it was like, oh, we're going to the final. Whereas this time, we were literally going home.
Yeah.
In like 60 seconds. It was just like, we just were never done. It was like you could never ever think like it was done.
Yeah.
Until it was done. Whereas the previous Euros, we knew at the end of the Germany game, like, we were wasting time. Like, we're going to win it. We had that build up during each game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas it was a penalty shootout. Like, in a split second or moment, we wouldn't have won.
Yeah. I think that was kind of the thing in Euros 2022. I felt like, obviously I was watching a lot of it from the bench, but I felt like the team could actually enjoy the games.
The moments, that's what I mean.
Because you're winning and you speak about the 4-0, the 8-0, like you can enjoy the moments. Yeah, there was tough moments as well, but I suppose in this tournament, maybe correct us if I'm wrong, but bar the Netherlands game.
Wales,
yeah. Was there any that you could really enjoy? Because as fans, oh my God, I think my heart hit like a new record watching.
I think the Wales game we could enjoy the most, because even the Netherlands, although we were winning quite well, like we still had to win the next game.
Yeah.
So it was like we had to win Netherlands, and we kept saying every game's a final. We had to win it. So even at 4-0?
Yeah.
Even at like 2-3, it was just like keep scoring, keep going. And then Wales, I think it was only around maybe at half time, it was like, okay, we should be like through.
Yeah.
But that was the only, and it was nice because we were playing in Wales and we knew so many of them and their fans were amazing. I think that was the only point we enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
Like really, was like, this is so much fun.
And then when the final whistle goes, like in the final, you're like, right, we can enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's probably, like I was saying this the other day, because people always go, oh, did England play the best football and whatever else? And were they the best team? And I'm like, well, they were the best team because they won it. And sometimes we want to judge teams on all this perfect football and everything, but resilience, determination, like keep going through injuries as well. Obviously, we know that you spoke about the fracture in your leg. Like the mindset of the players to keep going, like that is being the best team.
That's being the best, isn't it?
Of course it is.
And equally, like you don't pick who you play against. Like
no.
We played France in the first game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we had like a tougher run than I think maybe Spain did. Like that's just the way it is. We can't help that.
Yeah, definitely. And even I think having that game is like, you know what, this is the level of the tournament. Like when you play against France and you realise, because France are a very good team, and I thought Sweden were very good as well.
Yeah.
Very good. And you have to overcome them teams. But it is difficult. Have you found that like throughout the years that the kind of isn't really any easier games now? Do you know what I mean?
I think everyone wants to think like they want to pin on, like everyone pinned Spain as the favourites as if nobody can touch them.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, but we literally beat them at Wembley a few months ago. But everyone's just so short-sighted of like they want to pick out the best player and the best team, and that's the end of the story. But I'm like, you wouldn't watch football if it was like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch the games at the weekend if you guaranteed who was going to win. Yeah. Guaranteed who was going to score. That's why we watch it.
It would be a bit of a boring sport.
Yeah, like if you already knew the answers, nobody would watch it. But that's what makes it entertaining. Like it is entertainment for the supporters.
And then I remember speaking to you after the final. I can't remember if we were speaking about previous times in your career. It might have been like a couple of weeks after or something. And in the final, you actually were stepping into midfield a bit, weren't you?
Yeah.
Which, like, I think people, well, obviously the analysis and the pundits, did they pick up on it?
I think they picked up on it in the second half.
Did they?
When I spoke to Sonia at Chelsea, she was like, oh, you changed it at half time. And I was like, no, I was meant to do it in the first half as well.
So it was obviously Sarina was saying to you, when we get possession,
go and jump in,
step into midfield and obviously play. How did you feel going into that game? Because I think people who know football, when you're used to a certain position, sometimes at club level you can change and it's very difficult. But international level against arguably the best team in the world, along with England, to go and play like midfield at times, did it cause you a sleepless night or anything? Like, was it on your mind at all going into the game?
No, but I remember Sarina told us. So Sarina told me and Kira first. So she pulled me and Kira into a meeting, her and the assistant, and they were like, we want to run this past you. These are the tactics for the Spain game. Like, we're going to pull Lucien as a second six to open up like Kira because Spain do this and we think we can get Tooney and Georgia on the ball more. And I was like, makes complete sense. But do you want me in midfield? And I was just like, I'm not offended if you don't want to put me there, but someone might be better at that. And they were like, no, because if we put Georgia there, we have to move someone else who's out of position.
Yeah.
And then Kira and Sarina both were like, you're the best person to do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to hear, is that they believed in me. And I was like, I believe in myself. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was a bit like, I'm not the best person for this, but it's what's the best for the team.
Yeah.
So I'm not bothered if I look a bit stupid or maybe I get it wrong, because I think everybody else is going to get... I was like, everybody else is going to get it right for me.
Yeah.
As long as I play this role for them. And
I'm
that's what
not
happened.
just saying it. I'm not saying that I should be a pundit, but there was a couple of presses that you did that were very like central.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, we need to do that more. I was like, Lucy's proper like taking the game to them. And I remember it being from like a central position.
Yeah.
And I was like, you wouldn't just go and do that unless you'd been told to step in a little bit more central. And I think there was a turning point in the game, maybe when you've gone and won the ball back and just puts us kind of on the front foot.
Well, actually, the goal,
Yeah.
I loved the goal that we scored, and I didn't even touch the ball. And I ran back from that goal, talking to Georgia and Kira, and I was like, it's just worked.
Yeah.
Like, basically, we were like, if I'm a second six, like Bonmati and Alexia have to pick up us,
Yeah.
and then Patry has to pick up Tooney and G, because they don't pick up four very well. We watched it in other games that they leave Patry to like run between them, and that them two are kind of like pointing at other people to pick up. So I'm coming in, and Alexia thinks she's picked me up, so she doesn't have to pick a midfielder up behind her.
Yeah.
Then Bonmati's slow to Kira. Kira gets it, turns, and then Georgia's completely free because Patry's like this, running between two
Doesn't
players.
know which one to get.
Georgia gets it, turns, Chloe cross, And I was like, that was us.
You're like, I didn't touch
I
the
didn't
ball.
touch the ball, but I just scored for England.
I created a problem and they couldn't pick me up.
Yeah, and I was like, that is literally what we got told to do. That's like the tactics. And I was like, that was my role. I did my role so that Kira could play, Georgia could play, and we scored.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was
And
so happy.
obviously, Sarina and the coach and staff as well coming up with that kind of before the game as well, which is just genius, really, isn't it?
I mean, we've done it like a few times, and obviously Sarina, I think she like messes about with my position a lot because it's modern day football, like moving players.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it a little bit in the Wales game. Like Kira was having a really good game, but there was no one to sit for her. So I was like, I'll just sit. It's no problem. Like, I'll tuck in and just like be there. Like we've tried different things, but it was for her to be like, let's do it in the final. From the get-go, I was like, it took me a while to warm up into it, but yeah, it worked. It was a genius tactic in the end.
It was brilliant. And I actually don't even think now a lot of people will know that was kind of the plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I know, because people watch you and you think that they're doing what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in some games, I was on the halfway line and they're like, why is Lucy so high? And I'm like, I've been told to come so high. It's not my fault.
This is what I always say about football when people want to, like, send messages maybe on, like, Twitter or whatever.
Like, oh, they can't do this or they can't do that.
They're like, why are they doing that? And you're like, do you think we'd just decide one day to just, like, I don't know, maybe I can't be bothered to run into the box to get onto the end of a cross. I'm just going to hold. Or do you think I've maybe been told to hold?
Yeah.
Like,
because if I had been doing something else, I wouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
I'm doing what the manager's asking, which is why I get to stay on the pitch for most of the games.
Exactly.
I had it before the Sweden game and they were like, do you think you need to prove a point in attack because you're playing against Fridolina Rolfo, who played left back at Barca, and you played right back and she got to attack? And I was like, that's what I was told to do at Barca.
Yeah.
I was told to play as a centre-back, not as a full-back. And now with Sarina, I'm going to do whatever she tells me to do.
Yeah.
So I might score goals and I might not. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not my decision.
Yeah. But isn't it mad how they watch you for Barcelona in, like, all that time and they think, oh, Rolfo's attacking more than you maybe in them moments if you haven't been told to do that. I was like, you aren't watching properly if you're not seeing the pattern here. Yes, exactly. But also, just to touch on it, I feel like we do have to touch on it, and I know obviously rehab and everything's going really well, but to have done all that, I remember because I was obviously stalking the team for the whole Euros, and I was spending a lot of time with you and stuff like that, and I didn't even have a clue.
Did you not know?
About your leg? No, I didn't have a clue. I think when people speak to us and they go, "Oh, you spent a lot of time with the team," and I did, but I feel like we never spoke about football.
No.
So even like going into games and stuff like that, not that I would have wanted to have known, but I didn't know the team or anything like that. The girls always just spoke about kind of just random stuff that was going on. But yeah, to play. So did you find out just before the tournament? Was it a certain moment where you felt like you'd done something?
I think I did it months before the tournament. Like I got kicked really hard in training and I was like, oof, that didn't feel nice.
Yeah.
And then the pain went away after a little bit. And then a few weeks later, like say Champions League semi-finals, I had this pain every time I was running.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, my body's in pain all the time.
Yeah.
Eventually I said something. I said, my leg hurts every time I run. Like, this is a bit weird. I remember being kicked a few weeks ago, but I don't know why it's still here. They were like, it can't be broken. There's no way you wouldn't be able to play. And I said, but it's just a bit weird that I'm still in pain.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably just like bone bruising. But it was when I went to England camp, and obviously Ritan, the doctor at England, I said, Ritan, my leg's a bit sore. And he was like, you're telling me that you're in pain? This is not normal. He was like, we need to check this.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've known him for like 10 years.
Yeah, your pain threshold is crazy.
And I never tell him anything.
Yeah.
He's like, is your knee fine? I'm like, yeah, fine, just play. Let me play. So me telling him, he was like, this is not right.
Yeah.
So I had an x-ray when we played Portugal at home at Wembley.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like a month before the Euros.
Yeah.
And then the MRI the next day, and they were like, yeah, it's like fractured in your tibia.
Wow.
It wasn't like a clean fracture, so he doesn't go straight through the bone. It's like a centimetre in kind of thing. And they were just like...
So when they give you that news in that moment, you sat there, do you think, I'm not going to Euros?
No, as soon as he said it's fractured, but it's not a clean fracture, I knew what that meant.
Yeah.
And we were both a bit like, well, I've been playing.
Yeah.
And no one's noticed. So I can just keep going. And he was like, yeah, to a certain point, but we have to be careful.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously it's something to speak to Sarina about and see what the plan is.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 weeks off before the Euros. I didn't train at all. I didn't train at all into the Euros. That was the scariest thing.
Wow.
Yeah. And then when the girls started training, I was on the bike. So I didn't do any small-sided games. I missed like a lot of training sessions to sit on the bike or go swimming.
And how do you feel going into the tournament? Because, like psychologically...
Horrible.
A lot of the sessions, even like, if you were doing like a little rondo or
like,
you get touches on the ball.
Oh, I felt...
Did it, like psychologically, did you think, oh, am I going to be good enough on the ball? Like, not really fitness, because that's your thing.
I did think like sharpness though, or like decision make. I don't know. I wasn't worried because I was just like, I can't do anything about it. And I spoke to Sarina and I was like, if I'm good enough to play, then that's your decision.
Yeah.
And if I'm struggling and I can't play, like I'll pull myself out. Or if I'm playing and you're thinking she's not at it, then that's your decision and I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
But I wasn't worried because I was thinking, I can't change it. It is what it is. I'm not going to be as good as I could be, but I'll have to accept that.
But then you were. Look at the tournament you had.
I built into it a little bit. The funniest thing was I got so mad because I wasn't allowed to train.
Yeah.
And then I got subbed off against Netherlands. And I was so mad just because I got subbed off. But it was obviously because of my leg. Then we played Wales and she subbed me off again. And I went to her, why have you subbed me off? Like, let me play. I'm not getting to train. I want to play to get fit. And she was like, Lucy, your leg's broken. What's wrong with you? And I was like, I know, but I just want to play.
So even in that moment where they're like, we'll give you a little bit of a rest, you're still mad.
I was so mad.
Sarina's like, Lucy, your leg is broken.
Yeah. I came off against Wales and I was just like, you've took me off again.
Yeah.
And then the next day she was like, Lucy, your leg's broken. Like, of course I'm going to take you off. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I just want to play. Like, that's like...
That, honestly, that is like incredible. And I think that's why when I say about playing till you're 40, 41, I really do think that you will. And I don't even think that's going to be like, I don't think you'll be someone where they go, keep playing and you know what, we'll rest you here and rest you there. I don't think you'd be able to do it. I think you're just like, you know what, I'm doing it all.
That's my mentality has been that from my knee injuries, from having my major surgery at like 19 and being told, he said to me, if we fix it, you'll play till like you're 27. If we don't, maybe it's 24.
Was at 19?
Yeah. So when I go and see him now, he's like, Lucy, why are you still playing? It doesn't make sense. You meant to stop at 27, but I just treated every session every day like, God, I'm going to have to retire in 7 years.
Yeah.
So I've never let myself rest because I thought I need to give everything until the day that I'm told I can't.
Yeah.
But that is
great way of looking at it though.
But I think because I had that timeline, it was like, God, I'm going to have to retire at 27. Like, I need to do it all now.
Yeah.
Which is maybe why I have just like jumped to Leon and done all these things. I'm like, I need to do it now. I don't have the same time as everybody else.
Yeah, you haven't got time to go. We'll see how these situations go.
And I'll develop and stuff. I just was like, I need the next thing and the next thing. I've made it to 33 and not realised that I've just kept doing that.
And that's why I think you've got all the success that you've got, and deservedly so. I just want to read this message out. So I sent you this, the 28th of October, 2021. What is the 28th of October?
The 28th. My birthday.
Yeah, I hope so. So it was like, happy 30th, you legend. It's the best years of your life. I guarantee it.
And what did I say?
Right?
No.
I don't even think you replied. I don't think you replied. But on the way here, I asked you, I said, Lucy, I just want to know, random question, but what have you won since turning 30? And you were like, haha, I don't know. Maybe 2 Euros, 2 Champions League, 3 leagues, maybe 5 or 6 cups, some World 11s, maybe 3. And that's all since you've been 30, and you've only 33 now. And I remember, not that I'm taking plaudits for it, but I was like, the 30s are the best years of your life.
Seems that way.
Well, the success that you've had, and I feel like you just show no signs of slowing down. Like watching you throughout the Euros, in that final, like England just would not be the same without you. And I think you actually took my record offers of how many games you've played in tournaments.
Major tournaments,
yes.
Yeah.
So Lucy now holds that record, and deservedly so.
I won't be the most capped though. I think that's too far. I don't know how you did it, honestly.
I think you can get it. So I think Farah's got 174 maybe. She might have more. Sorry, Farah. I think I've got 161.
6 something, yeah.
You're on
140 exactly.
140.
40?
Yeah, 140.
Yeah.
Are you on more?
No, 40. I'm on the same as Alex Scott right now. We're tied.
So you're on 140. I reckon your average, not you though, you probably average more, maybe 15 a season.
There's not a tournament next year.
Yeah, but I reckon you've got it in you. So I'm going to say, on long story short, Lucy is going to just smash every single record that comes her way.
I don't think I'll get past you and Farah.
Oh. Well, I hope you do. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you for coming on the podcast. I feel like I just catch up with people, so I hope you've felt that it's all right. Just quickly as well, I just want to mention, I'm really sorry that I couldn't come to your event the other day.
Rachel Yankee came.
Did you come?
Yeah, she came.
Oh,
I got Rachel Yankee to come to an event. Oh, that's crazy.
What a full circle moment from being 17.
No, Rachel Yankee and Kelly Holmes came.
No
And
way.
I was like, I didn't want to say it to them because I know they must get it all the time, but I was like, these two were my idols growing up.
And then they've come to your kind of clothing brand collab with the line, Lucy Bronze, in your own range. And they're there. It looked absolutely amazing.
No, it was good fun. It was really cool.
Looks so good. I know you've brought some clothes because I love Align clothes. But no, I think doing stuff like that, I've seen all your teammates there as well. And it was like
cool. My nan came.
Oh,
my mum and my auntie as well.
They looked amazing though.
Yeah.
Like she thought they were
everyone.
rolling back the years. But is that something, have you actually been involved in the stuff that, because I know you're into your fashion, like I'm not just
not like crazy, but yeah.
But you always do dress well and you look good. So
thanks.
No, you do.
Yeah, no, I actually even like this time last year, we did like sketches.
Oh.
Picked out colours, picked out things that I like.
Yeah.
Then we like had the sketches drawn up. Then we had someone come and model like the first phases of it in like March, April.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't make that. I know you asked us to be the model.
And then I had to like the model was stood there wearing the clothes, and be like, I don't like that. Change the sleeves. Part of all of it. It was crazy.
It was a surreal moment.
It was crazy.
Was it?
Because they were like, what should it be like? I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, but take the sleeves off, take it in a little bit.
Change the colour, do this. I've got some pictures of like a picture of the jacket, that's grey jacket that everyone's wearing, and it used to be brown, and then I was like, I want it grey to match the trousers.
I like that jacket actually.
Yeah, everyone. Everyone loves that jacket, and they love it with the grey trousers. That was one of my big inputs. Change the colour of it.
No, it's so cool. It's actually so cool, and I've seen it everywhere.
Really?
And it just looks so good, even when you go on the website and it's like the Lucy Bronze.
Yeah,
collection.
it's crazy.
Like, that is cool. Crazy. Yeah, I just wanted to say well done.
Thank you.
On that. But yeah, so thank you. You can listen to, I always have to remind myself of the name, Long Story Short on YouTube, Spotify, just wherever you get your podcasts. And hopefully, well, obviously I'm really enjoying having guests, but Kaz will be well into her training now, and she better win that trophy, because she's left us for a few podcasts now, but she'll be back soon. Thanks, everyone.